May 12, 2015, from the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. It was Game 5 of the 2015 NBA Playoff Round 2 matchup between the Los Angeles Clippers and the Houston Rockets. Early on, the Rockets jumped out to a lead, but then the Clippers managed to tie the game and take the lead, but then the Rockets took it back. The Clippers then got back in the lead, but then the Rockets ended up closing out and taking the lead by 5 with the score 27-22 after 1 quarter of play. Then in the second quarter, the Rockets would end up ending the second quarter and ending the first half on a 15-2 run to take the lead by 15 with the score 63-48 going in at halftime. So the Rockets got hot there at the end of the first half, going off on that run. And then in the third quarter, they would lead by as many as 20 points. They pushed their lead to 20 early in the third. The Clippers kept trying to chip away at it. And at the end of 3 quarters, it was a 14-point lead for Houston with the score 90-76. But then in the fourth quarter, they pushed their lead to as many as 23 with just over a minute left. And they ended up winning this one by 21 points with the final score, Houston 124, Los Angeles 103. And in this game, 4 of their 5 starters scored in double digits, including a triple-double by James Harden and a double-double by Dwight Howard, plus 2 players came off the bench and scored double digits as well for the Rockets. For the Clippers, 3 of their starting 5 had scored in double digits, including 3 double-doubles, actually, as Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, and Chris Paul all had double-doubles in this game, and those were the 3 players that scored in double digits, obviously, for the Clippers starting 5. Hawes came off the bench also for double digits as well. But for the Rockets in this game, James Harden with the triple-double, 26 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists in this game. So he had a monster game for the Rockets. Dwight Howard, 20 points, 15 rebounds, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Jason Terry had 11 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. Trevor Ariza, 22 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals, as he was just 2 boards shy of a double-double. And Josh Smith with 9 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 block to round out the starting 5 for the Rockets. Corey Brewer had 15 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal off the bench. And Terrence Jones had 12 points and 5 rebounds coming off the bench as well. Clint Capela had 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists off the bench for the Rockets. And for the Clippers, said 3 of the 5 starters had double-doubles, as Blake Griffin, 30 points, 16 rebounds, 2 assists. Chris Paul, 22 points, 2 boards, 10 assists, and 1 steal. And DeAndre Jordan, 13 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. J.J. Redick had 9 points, 1 board, 3 assists, and a steal. And Matt Barnes had 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal as well to round out starting 5. Spencer Hawes had 11 points, 5 boards, 1 assist, and a steal off the bench. And Austin Rivers had 8 points, 1 board, 1 assist, and a steal off the bench as well. Crawford had just 5 points in 27 minutes off the bench. And overall in this game, both teams had 9 3-pointers. The Rockets had a slightly higher percentage at 31% versus 25.7% for Los Angeles. But from the field, the Rockets shot 54.1% from the field, which was nearly 13 points higher, over 12.5 points higher than the Clippers, who shot 41.8% from the field. And from the free throw line, both teams putting up more than 30 free throws, as they combined for 69 free throws between the two teams in this game. The Rockets shooting 60.5% versus 58.1% for the Clippers, as the Rockets hit 23 of 38 free throws and the Clippers hit 18 of 31. But the Rockets dominating the glass, as they had almost 20 more rebounds, is it was 19 to be exact, with 58 rebounds versus just 39 for Los Angeles. And they really dominated on the defensive boards, as they had 43 defensive rebounds for Houston versus just 26 for Los Angeles. Of course, on the offensive glass, a little closer, 15 to 13. But they weren't allowing the Clippers really to get too many offensive boards when you consider the defensive boards, which was 43 versus 13, and the way it matches up. So they had, when it came down to it on the offensive glass, the Rockets were getting those defensive boards. They had 30 more. So in that matchup, in that situation. But for assists, the Rockets had 29 assists versus 22 for the Clippers. The Clippers did have more steals, 6-5. The Rockets had more blocks, 3-2. But it's just the dominance on the board, especially the defensive board for the Rockets, as the Rockets were just dominating on that defensive glass, not allowing the Clippers to get second chances. And the Rockets really didn't need too many second chances of their own, shooting 54.1% from the field, including James Harden hitting 9 of 20, but Trevor Ariza was really hot, hitting 8 of 12 shots. Of course, Howard 7 of 14, and Clint Capela did not miss a shot from the field, hitting 4 of 4, although he did miss 2 free throws. And from three-point land, Ariza hit 4 of 6 three-pointers. Terry hit 3 of 8. So Trevor Ariza was lighting them up from downtown. But James Harden, that triple-double as he led the Rockets in the final score in Game 5, Houston 124, Los Angeles 103.